Just check again. Hello. Just check again. Hello. आ गई? ओके. आ गई? ओके. ओके ओके. विजिबिलिटी क्लियर है बेटा ने? विजिबिलिटी देख लो जो रिटेन है बोर्ड पे, क्लियर है कि नहीं एकदम? विजिबिलिटी जस्ट चेक. विजिबिलिटी नॉट क्लियर? ओके ओके. विजिबिलिटी क्लियर है बेटा? विजिबिलिटी देख लो जो रिटेन है बोर्ड पे, क्लियर है कि नहीं? 720 पिक्सल एडजस्ट करो, सब कुछ क्लियर रहेगा. इधर तो क्लियर दिख रही है जी. नहीं, इधर 720 पे क्लियर है बेटा. ठीक है, हो जाएगा. वो नेटवर्क फ्लक्चुएशन की वजह से ऐसा होगा, उससे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. अभी सही हो जाएगा. अब देखो ज़रा, जो हम लोग को सेकंड चैप्टर पढ़ना है फिजिक्स में. सेकंड चैप्टर, फर्स्ट चैप्टर कंप्लीटेड, लाइट रिफ्लेक्शन एंड रिफ्रैक्शन बोथ concept. Second chapter, that is the human eye and the colorful world. इसी को हम लोग क्या करेंगे, स्टडी करेंगे. ये एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से जो भी क्वेश्चंस आते हैं इसमें से बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन सेलेक्ट होते हैं. विजिबिलिटी में किसी को डाउट नहीं ना है? देख लो, अदरवाइज उसको फिर से रीएडजस्ट करें. अब तो क्लियर होना चाहिए. नहीं है क्लियर? क्यों जी क्लियर नहीं है? अच्छा, अब देखो, अब क्लियर होगा. नाउ सी. नहीं है? अब क्लियर होगा जी. यस, ओके. तो नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम है, ठीक है, क्योंकि बारिश हुई है ना, तो बारिश. ठीक ठीक, ओके. सैफुर रहमान, वेरी गुड. सुपर कूल प्रवीण, ओके, वेरी गुड. चलो ठीक ठीक ठीक. चलो अब जल्दी से पढ़ लिया जाए ना, अदरवाइज नेटवर्क जानते ही हो, फ्लक्चुएशन में कभी भी ना प्लग ऑफ हो सकता है. मैंने कहा ना, द ह्यूमन आई एंड द कलरफुल वर्ल्ड. क्लियर? इस चैप्टर में हम लोग फर्स्ट क्या पढ़ेंगे? द ह्यूमन आई. क्या पढ़ेंगे? द ह्यूमन आई. द ह्यूमन आई में, गुड मॉर्निंग, ह्यूमन आई में हम लोग फर्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट स्ट्रक्चर को देखेंगे. क्या देखेंगे? स्ट्रक्चर. स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ ह्यूमन आई इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म है, जिसमें कह सकते हैं कि जो इसका डायग्राम है, डायग्राम दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज वेन एवर द डायग्राम कॉन्सेप्ट इज क्लियर, द you need to what? Understood about the diagram. Whenever the concept is clear, then you can write about the term that is given in the diagram. Clear? So first of all, we will try to understood about the diagram concept. Clear? How to draw the diagram? Very simple. The concept of human eye, that is the spherical. in shape, spherical in shape. Just see how to draw, very interesting. Firstly, draw a circle, nearly this is the circle, and then just see this is the circle, and then erase the front part and this one downward part, and then after you have to see the concept. Just see the human eye and the colorful world. This chapter is running, and the topic is what? The human eye. The human eye. But for the new syllabus, this is not confirmed which topic is deleted. Just see. This one is the front portion of the human eye, because the concept whenever given on the human eye chapter, then it is very important to understand about the diagram concept. Whenever diagram concept is not clear, then you can't solve the numericals based on this chapter, the human eye and the colorful world. So try to understand about the diagram, how the defect occurs in human eye and what is the cause of defect. That totally depends upon. Video is not clear, sir? Okay. I think network problem is going on, sir, because the rainy. Now see, sir, I think now it will be clear. Okay. Just see this outward, bulging outward shape in the human eye that is for the cornea concept. This one is what? Cornea, and having transparent in nature. And then just after this cornea, the next one is what? Iris. Next one is iris. Just try to understand. This one is iris, and the iris having colorful diaphragm, and then just after iris, the next one is what? Pupil. In between the iris, that is the centered part of the iris, that is what? Black, having in color black, that is what? Pupil. Clear? And then the next one is what? The next one is lens, and the lens is convex in nature, that is convex lens. And you all are knowing about the property of convex lens. Yes, I will explain about the ciliary muscles and suspensory ligament, each and everything, but just listen step by step. This is human eye structure. Things starting from cornea, then iris. Cornea means, I just explained, cornea means transparent part that is bulging outside, Having the first portion of the eye means what? Cornea, and then just behind cornea, the next colorful diaphragm is iris, and the centered part of the iris is what? That is the pupil. This is the centered part. Lens. And which type of lens this one? Just tell me. Having which type? Knowing or not? Very simple concept. Yes, very good. Convex lens. That is convex lens. Clear? And then the lens just holding things by the suspensory. Yes, very good. Convex, you all are knowing. Good. And then the other suspensory ligament. And then after suspensory ligament, this one is what? This one? Ciliary muscles. Yes, very good. Rajveer Rai. Ciliary muscles. And tell me one thing. The space in between lens and cornea, that is filled with a watery substance. Filled with a, yes, Shivangi Rai also very good knowing about the ciliary muscles. Just listen about the concept. The liquid material having watery in nature in between lens and cornea, that is what? Aqueous humor. Clear? Aqueous humor. Clear? Very good. And then the portion just behind the lens also having a medium, transparent in nature, having transparent in nature, and the known is what? Known as vitreous humor. Very good. Vitreous humor. And the most important thing, just after the vitreous humor, the screen on which the image is formed, this one, that is retina. The screen on which the image is formed, that is what? Retina. Clear? And where the retina end points just connected to optical nerves, that is what? Blind spot. That is blind spot. These are the optic nerves. And this one is blind spot. Blind spot, why it is defined as blind spot? Because there is no any rod cells or cone cells. I am speaking here the two types of cells, that is what? Rod cells and cone cells. Just see, rod and cone cells. These are the composition of retina. Retina means a screen that is working as a film rod, not rod and cone cell, cone, C-O-N-E. Just see about the concept of retina. Retina means composition of rod cell and cone cells. And rod cell, that is favorable for dim light, and cone cell that is favorable for bright, or you say that more light, whenever, or you say that colorful concept. This one rod cell for working in dim light, whenever a person or an living creatures having too much rod cells, then the person or the living creature can see in the dim light. Clear? Sensitive to dim light, that is what? Rod cells. And cone cell means that is sensitive to bright light, or you say that colorful concept. During day, the white light, you all are knowing white light consisting of how many colors? Just tell me. White light consisting of how many colors? Just tell me. Knowing or not? Not knowing? 7, very good. And the 7 colors, how denoted? By a particular naming term having Vibgyor. Vibgyor. You all are knowing? Vibgyor. This is the pattern of 7 color. Yes, very good. Subra Pandey. Vibgyor. Violet, indigo, blue, grey, yellow, orange and red. Clear? Out of these 7 colors, the wavelength of which color is maximum? Knowing or not? Just tell me. Knowing? Yes, very good. Red color light having greater wavelength and violet color light having shorter wavelength. Clear? So just see about the concept of retina. On retina, always the image is formed in inverted position. Then how the image appears in erect form? That on behalf of the sensory nerves that gives what? Messages to brain. Optic nerve sends messages to brain, and the brain interpret the particular message and give signal to the erect image concept. How the image is, how long or how broad, and what is the color of the image, that everything, the concept that interpret from brain. वीडियो आई थिंक थोड़ी बहुत फ्लक्चुएशन हो रही होगी, आई थिंक ड्यू टू द नेटवर्क इशू, उसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. क्लियर है? ये जो टिकटॉक सपोर्टर बेटा उसको बता दो 7 मेन कलर्स होते हैं, बाकी उसके हेल्प से बहुत सारे कलर्स बनाए जा सकते हैं. ठीक? What the work of ciliary muscle? Just yes, very good question. Just see, I will explain each and everything step by step. First, the concept, that is what? Cornea. Cornea is the outward portion of the eye that is having transparent in nature. Transparent in nature, through which the light enters. Through which the light enters. And then after cornea, the next one is iris. Iris having a colorful diaphragm, and the center part of iris, that is what? Pupil. Just see, this is in black color. Pupil in black color having center part located at the iris. Anyone knowing about the color of this pupil? Why black? Just tell me, why the color of pupil always black? Control size of pupil on behalf of the amount of light. Whenever light amount is greater, then the size of pupil decreases. Whenever light amount is minimum, then the size increases. Just tell me, pupil is black. Yes, very good. Dev answer है. Because it absorb all lights. Because it absorb all lights, or you say that it reflects no light. It reflects no light. Clear? In both way you can explain, because the pupil is a point on the iris, or you say that region on the iris. Whenever the light enters through pupil, then totally absorb. It means no amount of light reflected from pupil region. Clear? That's why the color of pupil means what? That always black. Yes, absorbed by the retina, but just before falling on retina, passes through the lens. Just see here, this one is cornea and this one is convex lens. In between cornea and convex lens, the concept is a watery liquid substance. That is what? That is aqueous humor. Watery liquid type substance, that is aqueous humor. And then the convex lens attached with ciliary muscles with the help of suspensory ligament. Just listen very carefully. This convex lens attached with ciliary muscles with the help of suspensory ligament. Suspensory ligaments that having a thin like structure, very soft and delicate, and having what? Elastic in nature. When the light having focus to retina, having property to focus on retina, but due to some problem, if the light is not focusing on retina, then means what? The focal length of lens either decreases or increases. And how the focal length increases or decreases? Due to the thicker or thinner. Here two types of lens, one having thinner convex lens, another having thicker convex lens. Just tell me, whose focal length is greater, thinner lens or thicker lens? Knowing or not? Very simple question. Whose focal length? This one f1 and this one f2. Whose focal length is greater? Thinner lens. Very good. Why? Knowing or not? Just tell me. Why the focal length of thinner lens is greater? Knowing? Not knowing? Here f1 is greater than f2. Anyone knowing why the focal length of thinner lens is greater? Knowing about the concept or not? Yes, because it will be the part of a greater sphere, greater radius sphere, having, or you say that greater diameter sphere. Clear? Greater diameter sphere means what? Because the lens having a composition of, or you say that prism, or you say that bigger glass spherical, when you just cut into the lens, then from a spherical glass shape. Spherical glass means having solid glass, not here hollow. Clear? Always remember, here solid glass. Clear? solid glass whenever having greater radius, or you say that greater diameter, then the focal length will be greater, because thinner means what? Having greater radius of curvature. Radius of curvature. Clear? Always remember one thing, when the radius of curvature greater means what? The curved surface is just linear. Curved surface is just linear. Just see, whenever the curved surface is linear, linear means what? Having thinner. Having thinner. या समझने की कोशिश करो, जितना लीनियर होगा उतना ही थिनर होगा लेंस, और जितना कर्व होगा, कर्व जितना बेंड होगा उतना ही क्या होगा? थिकर होगा. थिकर मीन्स शॉर्टर फोकल लेंथ, थिनर मीन्स लॉन्गर फोकल लेंथ. क्लियर? जस्ट सी, दिस वन हैविंग greater focal length as comparison to this one. When the suspensory ligament in relaxed mood, then the lens focal length will be greater. In relaxed mood, the lens having in thinner shape, and thinner shape means greater focal length. Clear? And the greater focal length, then easily the image of an object formed on retina. Clear? Easily the image formed on retina. Another thing, just listen, suppose anyhow the image formed behind the retina. Anyhow the image formed behind the retina, it means what? Then the focal length of lens increases or decreases? Just tell me. When the image formed behind the retina, then focal length increases or decreases? Just tell me the concept of focal length, not about the defect. Praveen, just tell me the proper answer about focal length increases or decreases? Yes, increases. Because the image distance increases, it means the light focusing the image behind the retina, it means the image distance decreases. And when the image distance decreases, then it is assumed that what? The focal length of eye lens increases. It means the working of ciliary muscles is not in proper way. It means that the working of ciliary muscles whenever just becomes less, it means less effective due to ciliary muscles whenever in contract conditions, then thicker in shape of the lens whenever, yes, holding concept of the lens, that was according to this ciliary muscles and suspensory ligament. Clear? Suspensory ligament and ciliary muscles, both are the effective factor for the changing of focal length of the given lens. Clear? Whenever they are working becomes less effective, then the focal length of the eye lens either increases or decreases. Clear? Ciliary muscles holding the eye with the help of suspensory ligament. Clear? Anything is in doubt? Retina means, I just explained what? Composition of rod and cone cell. Rod cell means having, that is sensitive to dim light, and cone cell, that is sensitive to bright light. Owl का नाम सुना है ना? Owl always just listen. Owl always searching for their prey in night. Why? Because in night there is a dim light, and dim light that is favorable for owl, because the consisting of maximum rod cells. Just listen how to remember this one. This one rod and this one related to रात, night. Yes, they are able to see in dim light. You say that in night. And this one, cone cell, C for cone and C for color. Color means what? During daytime. During daytime. How during daytime the color concept? Due to the white light. Due to the white light. And white light, you all are knowing composition of 7 colors. Composition of 7 colors. Clear? The two important terms that is very important for solving numerical based on this chapter, that is human eye and colorful world. Just listen. The first thing is what? Far point of normal eye. Anyway, you can learn the concept of rod cell or cone cell, no matter. That depends upon your own easier way to learn. Just see the two important terms. The two important terms about the normal human eye. Yes. Number first, the far point. The far point. That is, this one symbol stands for infinite. Very good. For normal human eye, the far point is at infinite and the near point is at 25 centimeter. Very good. Clear? The concept of far point and near point, both are clear? Just tell me the property of lens. The property of, very important term, just listen carefully. Always asking examination. The property of lens to change its focal length. Just listen. The property of lens to change its focal length by adjusting the shape. No, we can see at the object placed on 24 centimeter, but then there will be the problem having stress developed in the eye. Yes, Subra Pandey, very good. Power of accommodation. Power of accommodation. Yes, Singh, yes, very good. Rajveer Rai, okay. You all are knowing about the concept. Just see what is the concept of adjusting the focal length. That is power of accommodation, and that power of accommodation on behalf of the ciliary muscles as well as suspensory ligament. Suspensory ligament that are attached directly with lens and as well as ciliary muscles. And whenever the lens size in thicker mode, in thicker means what? Having less focal length. In thinner means having greater focal length. And relaxed mode what? That is in normal condition. In normal condition means what? You can see the object lies at very far away distance. Then there will be no stress on your eye. Suppose any book, just hold in front of your eye just below or less than 20 centimeter distance. Then you can see and you can read, but the problem is what? In your eye there will be too much stress. When you just continue reading up to 1 hour, then will be the problem. You can practically try to read the book at 20 or less than 20 centimeters, just holding it, and then read up to 1 hour. Then there will be stress in your eye, and then after some times you will what? Feel that there is a pain in your head. That on behalf of the stress. Clear? Any doubt about the structure of human eye? The things I just explained about the human eye, is there any doubt? Starting from cornea and end up to optic nerves. Yes, एक doubt? Better TikTok supporter, I think you just leave the session, no need to disturb. Clear? And just tell me one thing, the focal length. Yes, good morning. The focal length of convex lens is positive or negative? Is positive or negative? Yes, positive, very good. Then the power will be also positive. Then the power will be also positive. Yes, Subra Pandey, Muskan. Yes, everyone knowing, very good. Negative. Power how becomes negative? Reach आ रहा है. Knowing or not about the power of convex lens? Negative, Harshit Rai, not possible. How the power becomes negative? Never. Shivangi Rai, yes, very good. Positive. Focal length as well as power, both are positive. Both are positive for convex lens, because when the numerical will be given on the concept of either myopic defect or hypermetropic defect, and to these favorable defect always the numericals are given in examination, either myopic eye or hypermetropic eye. In myopic or short-sightedness, we will discuss about these two defects in detail. Clear? Okay, no problem, Richard. You are all knowing, I know, but don't worry. If any confusion, if any problem is going on, then you can ask, and you all are knowing about the concept of previous terms clearly, then you can solve out each and any numericals based on either the particular previous chapter lens or mirror formula or this chapter. What? That is human eye and colorful world. Clear? Yes, time is going to over now. So the terms about the structure and the eye along with working, clear or not? Everything clear? Just write yes if everything clear. Okay, Subra Pandey, very good. So on Monday we will discuss about the defects step by step. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.